Welcome to my new video where today I will talk about define scope and create work breakdown structure processes of project management. The preparation of a detailed project scope statement builds upon the major deliverables, assumptions and constraints that are documented during the project initiation. During project planning, the project scope is defined and described with great details as more information about the project is known. Since all the requirements identified in requirement collect requirements may not be included in project, the define scope process selects the final project requirements from the requirement documentation developed during the collect requirement process. It then develops description of the project and product, service or result. Let's discuss inputs, tools and techniques and outputs of the define scope process. You need project charter, you need scope management plan along with the assumption log, requirement documentation, risk register, enterprise environmental factor and organization process assets as an input to define scope. Whereas the project charter provide high level project description, product characteristics and approved and approval requirement. A project management plan components include to the scope management plan, which documents how the project will be defined, validated and controlled. From project documents, we will take assumptions log, requirement documentation and risk register, and enterprise environmental factors and organization process assets are the common inputs to all processes in project management. Let's discuss tools and techniques. Expert judgment is a common tool and technique. Expertise should be considered from individuals or groups with knowledge of or experience with similar projects. Whereas in data analysis, which is also called alternative analysis, can be used to evaluate ways to meet the requirements and the objectives identified in the charter. Next is decision making. A decision making technique that can be used in this process as a multi-criteria decision analysis, which is a technique that uses a decision matrix to provide systematic analytical approach for establishing criteria such as requirement, schedule, budget and resources. Then we have interpersonal and team skills. An example of an interpersonal and team skills technique is facilitation, which is used in workshops and working sessions with key stakeholders who have a variety of expectations of our field of the expertise. And finally, product analysis that can be used to define products and services. So what is a scope statement, which is the output of define scope process? Typically, a scope statement is a document briefly describing the project objectives, scope, summarized cost, and resource requirement. The details of the document may vary from one company to another. Fundamentally, however, the document answers the crucial questions of what do we produce in this project. The answer thus creates a big picture view of what the project is all about, setting the project baseline to follow in whatever is done during the project. I would like to explain project scope statement with the help of case study workshop. That is called project definition. I will read line by line and I hope you will stay with me. With expertise in project management, Conrad Kearney was a senior consultant at Bell in a very well-known company in the region. He graduated a PhD in engineering management from one of the leading universities on the East Coast and turned himself to a practitioner role since. Conrad, who preferred not to be addressed as doctor, had worked in the field of project management at a wide range of companies in different industries, from a traditional manufacturing firm to a very complex aerospace operation. His recent client requested Conrad conduct a workshop specifically designed for a project management tools for about 30 plus project and program managers in the company. Because of the participants' busy schedule, the workshop was requested to be 1 8-hour session with a variety of project management tools. Generally speaking, 50 plus tools are available in the practice and literature of the project management. Conant had to pick only those important ones and cover them in as many areas as possible. One of the tools he included was a scope statement. Conant presented an example of the scope statement in practice. The particular company discussed the project definition that captures 6 major items: strategic goals, tactical goals, milestones, constraints, assumptions, and specifically excluded scope. So, what is the strategic goals? This element acquaint you with the business end to be attained, the origin of the task, the owner or customer and type of product, fixture, structure, assembly, or study, etc. In this section, state the overall purpose of the job and include any meaningful background that aids in describing the purpose. For example, the overall purpose of this project is to develop project management software that will capture 40% of the market share in 2 years. The project is originated in the corporate strategic goals. The goals should also include major commitments established with customer. Subsection called the project goals. This section is written to clearly delineate goals for schedule, cost, and technical performance. An example would be this effort will be completed within 1 calendar year. Guidelines: make sure that you prioritize the objectives. These priorities will serve a decision making criteria in the trade-off situation. Then we have tactical goals. This element should describe the major task of the project. For example, conceptual development, detailed design, delivery of a complete and tested system, preparation of operating manuals, training of the owner's crew. An example would be we will design, procure, install, and commission the manufacture plant. This section may have 4 to 6 major deliverables such as detailed design, prototypes, and training. These deliverables become level 1 in the WBS and will be further broken down into more detailed work breakdown structure elements. Deliverables such as documentation, install, facilities, services, contractual, and end product, etc. Then we have milestones. Identity and define key milestones, include required completion dates and completion criteria. Key events such as test completion, document package, sign off, or customer acceptance may be included. Then we have constraints. List special technical requirements, codes and standards, describe facility requirement for fabrication, assembly, testing, other facilities to accommodate the work. And then we assume that project will go accordingly. With every task comes a set of assumptions and frequently unresolved uncertainties. Identity and list of those assumptions if some needed information is not yet available when the work scope is being prepared. So this is how your scope statement will be produced when you will complete this defined activity process work. First is a strategic goal. Improve customer service for our product and services by 5% by development of new customer relationship management software. Time finished by September. Cost will be $150,000 and quality per service level agreement. In technical goals, you will analyze workflow, you will configure software, you will develop prototype, you will release software. And major deliverables will be workflow analysis, configure setting, prototypes, and training release. These are your milestones: workflow, configure complete, prototype complete, training complete, and release by September. Major constraints are these, and major assumptions and specifically excluded scope must be given because the purpose of defined scope process is to take your requirement documentation and requirement traceability matrix, and then you will have to summarize your requirement documentation into comprehensive document that is called defined scope. That is called scope statement. And then what you do, you So based on the case study questions, you are required to answer the following questions. What are the project scope statement pros and cons? When should the project definition be used? Should small projects bother using it? Why and why not? So once we finalize our work in define scope, where we take requirement documentation, we take project charter, and we summarize our requirement documentation, and then we produce scope statement. We take a scope statement and we try to graphically explain our scope statement, and that is called work breakdown structure. A work breakdown structure cannot alone ensure project success, but consider that the WBS does the following: defines all the work of the project and only the work of the project. Therefore, by clarifying the project scope, reflects the input from all team members to ensure buy-in. As a project manager, you will not create work breakdown structure directly, but you will involve your team members in decomposing your work package and your scope statement into work packages. You will involve your team members for this work. Provide the baseline for subsequent change control. If there will be any change, you will have to set goals for it. Is a primary input to resource planning, cost and schedule estimating, and risk identification. Provide basis for executing, monitoring and controlling, and ensures the work of the project correlates appropriately with responsibility assignment matrix and the organization breakdown structure. So this is the very basic example of work breakdown structure. We are going to make a bicycle, and bicycle is in level 2, has been decomposed into frame set, cranks, wheels, braking system, shifting system, integration and project management. And you take your frame set and you further decompose your frame set into frame, handlebar, fork and seat. Wheels we have front wheel, rear wheel, and 1.3.1 is your work breakdown structure code. So this is very common and useful example of your work breakdown structure. So in level 1, it comprises the full scope of work necessary to product this bicycle. In level 2, this is the first level of decomposition. This level is the high level breakdown of the major areas in the scope of the work. In level 3, this level decomposes each major area from level 2 into its essential part. This level would tend to start targeting specific tangible deliverables of the project. In level 4, in the same manner, each exclusive area in level 3 would be decomposed further. So what is work breakdown structure? The work breakdown structure is a hierarchical decomposition of the total scope of the work to be carried out by the project team to accomplish the project objectives and create the required deliverables. The work breakdown structure organizes and defines the total scope of the project and represents the work specified in the current approved project scope statement. So the answer is work breakdown structure is a required element of project management. This organizational tool shows all of the scope on a project broken down into manageable deliverables. Without a work breakdown structure, a project can and will take longer. Deliverables and the work to be produced them are likely to be missed, and your project will be negatively impacted. So there is no choice. All projects, even small ones, need work breakdown structure. So what are the benefits of using a work breakdown structure? It helps prevent from slipping through the cracks. When you will graphically explain your project through work breakdown structure, you will prevent work from slipping through the cracks. Provide project team members with an understanding of how deliverable fits into the overall project management plan, and give the project team an indication of the impact of their work on the project as a whole, because you will involve your team members in making work breakdown structure. So in the early phases, when you will involve your team members, they will have greater understanding of the project. It facilitates communication and cooperation between and among the project team and other stakeholders, helps manage stakeholder expectations regarding deliverables, helps identify risk, identify risk, help prevent changes, focus on the project team experience on what needs to be done, resulting in the increased quality and the project that is easier to manage, provides the basis for estimating, provide proof of the need for resources, funds and schedule, helps with the planning control efforts and establish acceptance criteria for deliverables, gets team buy-in and builds the project team, help good people get their minds around the project. So once you create work breakdown structure, this work breakdown structure becomes input to activity list, network diagram, resources, estimating, scheduling, budgeting, control, quality, risk and procurement. So the work breakdown structure is the essential document which becomes input to all other knowledge areas. So this is the key document which you must produce by taking your scope statement. What basically work breakdown structure is a graphical representation of your project that is described in a project scope statement. So what do you do with work breakdown structures once it has been created? There is a scope related change request. A project manager can use the work breakdown structure along with the project scope statement to determine if the request is within the planned scope of the project. A project manager can use the WBS as part of the integrated change control process to evaluate impacts of changes that relate to scope. Project managers can control scope creep by using the WBS to enforce what work is to be done. The WBS can be used as a communication tool. The WBS can be used to help new team members to see their roles on the project. So once you create work breakdown structure, like here in bicycle example, you further decompose your project into more manageable components like seat, fork, handlebar, where you can assign resources, where you can estimate duration and estimate cost. So each and every work package obviously will be defined somewhere in a document, and that document is called work breakdown structure dictionary. This is very basic clear example of work breakdown structure dictionary, where we have control account, work package number, date of update, responsible, along with the description of each and every work package, its deliverables, acceptance criteria, assumptions and constraints, quality metrics, technical source document, risk, resource assigned, duration, schedule milestone, cost, due date, before this work package, after this work package, and approved by the project manager and date. So let's discuss the inputs, tools and techniques and outputs of create work breakdown structure process. Obviously you need the scope management plan, because this specifies how you will manage, plan and control your scope, along with the scope statement, because you will take the scope statement and you will further decompose and graphically draw your work packages and work breakdown structure. And you need requirement documentation, because requirement documentation will be used in the preparation of work breakdown structure dictionary. And enterprise environmental factor and organization process assets are the common inputs to all processes in project management. In tools and techniques, we have two tools and techniques. Number one is called expert judgment. Expert judgment is called expertise. Expertise should be considered from individuals or group with knowledge of or experience with similar projects. And decomposition is called a technique used for dividing and subdividing the project scope and project deliverables into smaller, more manageable parts. Whereas in outputs, we produce a scope baseline. What is a scope baseline? When you prepare a scope statement, when you finalize your work breakdown structure and work breakdown structure dictionary, you take formal approval of all three documents from the project sponsor. Once the document is approved from the project sponsor, that becomes your baseline, and obviously you will update some documents as well. So this is all about today's lecture. In this video I've covered define scope and create WBS, processes of scope management knowledge area. Thank you.